if I was in this scenario, I'd be like, let me talk to these dudes because I know what they want to hear.
Yeah. Wax on.
And my ability to read minds would very
You can't say Subway, bitch. Sub and Way, the restaurant.
There can be only one.
I would not want my wife to do it.
But what if she's like, it's my body?
No, it's my body. That I was working at my uncle's tent shop, putting vinyl on people's cars, making them look like Fast and the Furious.
I know at that time you were really worried about getting things wrapped.
Yeah. I know what he's talking about.
Hey, I'm Matt.
And I'm Anthony. And this is Doors Open.
All right, I'm going to pop right into it, okay? Something's been troubling me.
Wait, hold on. I got to put my tinfoil hat on.
Let's go. That's offensive.
Is it?
No.
All right. Let's go. What do you got?
9/11.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And when I say 9/11, I'm talking about the terrorist attacks that happened at the World Trade Center.
Yeah.
In case she's sure.
Right. I mean, that's where my mind goes when people say 9/11.
Sure. All right. So what do you think about it?
I mean, honestly, like, I thought it was crazy. It was just, I'm trying to put myself back into where
do you remember where
I was? Yeah, I remember I was at my old house, at my parents' old house, and I had just gotten out of the shower. And my uncle was living with us at the time, and he was like, "What's going on?" And I was just like, "Why is he yelling?" And then I turned on the TV, and when I turned on the TV, the second plane went into the second tower, and I was just like, "Is this a movie? Like, what am I watching?"
What am I watching? Yeah.
Yeah. And it was just like, I was just awestruck. Like, it honestly was playing out like a movie to me. But what do you got? Where were you when 9/11 happened?
Actually, the producer and I were working at Pier 1 Imports.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Good old Pier 1 days.
And I think it was on the radio, and we had heard one plane crash, but I think we thought at the time it was a small plane,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because it was kind of confusing.
Yeah.
And then I think right when we started paying attention, the second plane hit.
Yeah.
And then we were like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
It was scary because nothing like that's ever
Yeah.
happened in our life. Little did we know that in our lifetime, there would be like 40.
Yeah. I mean, it just ramped
events.
up from there.
Yeah.
But no, yeah. I mean, I was watching it, and I was like, what kind of brought it back to reality for me, I guess, at some point was like every now and then, like, I could see like things dropping from the building, and it was like, I was like, well, what is that? And it was like, it was people, and I was just like, what is going on?
Since you spent some time in New York, kind of grew up in New York for a little bit, did you feel a certain way about that particularly?
About like the Trade Center?
Like, because you lived there.
I mean, yeah.
Over there, but like,
I mean, like, I guess it's not necessarily just like a feeling of nostalgia for New York or like camaraderie for New Yorkers. I think it's just more so like in general as like an American, like I was like, this doesn't happen here.
Yeah.
Like, and it was really weird for it to happen when it did, because I don't like, I mean, me living in, I think I was like 18 at the time. I didn't think about like what was going on with world trades and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't caring about that. I was working at my uncle's tent shop, putting vinyl on people's cars, making them look like Fast and the Furious.
I know at that time you were really worried about getting things wrapped.
Yeah. I know what he's talking about.
Well,
so
yes,
you have news.
There's been always theories about, or I would say some holes in it, right? And things that didn't sit well with everybody.
Yeah. I mean, there's always going to be like government cover-ups and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I've always been someone who's been very open-minded, and I'll hear people out.
Right.
And I've been hearing people out for over 20 years on this.
Right.
And so, I don't think I've ever talked to you about it.
No.
So there's some things that don't add up to me. I'm not a professional. I don't claim to be a professional. I don't claim to be anything. Okay. But just the way it came down seemed like it was a demolition, right? It kind of pancaked down.
Yeah.
Now the theory was, the weight of it, the heat from the jet fuel, melted the beams. But the thing is, and you can fact check this, like it burned hotter, or it didn't burn hot enough for it to melt those beams.
Right.
So it's like, okay, well then what happened? Oh, well, it softened it, and the weight of it made it come down.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but why did it come straight down?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And you could argue just the weight of it. It was just the the integrity of the building was compromised and it
Right.
down. Then there's a question of, well, what about building 7?
Mm-hmm.
Right, the third building that always gets neglected.
Right.
Why did that burn down?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fire from the top, trickle down. Okay, but why did it pancake down like a demo?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's not a good answer for that.
Yeah.
Right? There's not a good answer for why did they find like the passport of one of the terrorists in the scene.
Mm-hmm.
All this burned up. Like
Right.
they found it like on day 3.
Yeah.
We found the terrorist.
Right.
Okay.
I mean,
all right.
that's a little bit
It's
sus.
a little sus. There are hundreds of people claiming they found an explosion from underneath.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Even at WT7, the World Trade Center number 7,
Yeah.
the third building, they felt an explosion from underneath.
Right.
They felt the explosion and then it collapsed.
Uh-huh.
There's all those people,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not saying this was an attack. I'm not saying that.
Okay.
People died, and I feel for those people.
Yeah. I mean, it was a terrible situation.
Yeah,
Terrible.
It's just the whole country were in shock.
Yeah.
But I'm just questioning these weird things that happen,
Mhm.
and that I don't have an answer to. And
Yeah.
people might say in the comments they do, and maybe they do. And I want them to. I want to read the comments.
Yeah.
But there's so many things, man. Then you look at the Pentagon,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah. I remember the airplane crashing into the side of that.
Yeah, what airplane?
Yeah.
Right? Like there's like nothing left.
Yeah.
Okay. And where's the footage from that? There's like no footage of this.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's like extremely blurry. Do you remember it was like 2 frames?
Yeah.
It's like boom, boom, gone. And it's like, okay. Then it's like, why were they running tests on this exact same thing at
Mhm.
the exact same time?
Mm-hmm.
They were running tests in case terrorists took over planes
Mm-hmm.
and told to ignore if they heard this happening on the air,
Mm-hmm.
and you could hear the guy say like, wait, is this real or is this a test? Right.
Yeah.
Because they were running these scenarios at that time. And you could
Right.
argue, oh, they run these scenarios all the time like this. I don't know. Right. And then there's the other plane that crashed. Where I forget, was it Pennsylvania? What
Yeah.
was it?
I forget
one that
in the
crashed in the
field.
field,
Yeah.
right?
I don't remember
People fought
exactly.
back and then,
Yeah. They downed the plane.
Down the plane. If you look at that crash site, it does not look like a plane crash.
Mhm.
It looks like an explosion,
Mm-hmm.
But again, I am not an expert. I am not
Mhm.
a demolition expert. I am not, any of these things.
Right.
I'm just a human being who's just questioning things that I'm seeing. Like, have you heard these before?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard everything that you've said. I've especially like after the World Trade Center went down, like after I guess they were able to get to a point to where they can like start like excavating things and cleaning up and stuff. That's when a lot more of the thought process of how these things happen and like what actually happened started to come out. I don't think that we'll ever get like a true, real answer about like why it happened on 9/11, because they're the whole 9/11 thing where it's like, well, 9/11.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was just a ploy to get us into the war, because that was during the time of like the Afghanistan and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's hard for me to say. I understand.
Yeah. Supposedly it was Al Qaeda,
Mhm.
but we went to Iraq,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Because of why?
I don't know.
For the weapons of mass destruction, right?
I don't know.
Unrelated, though.
I don't know.
I don't know. Did we find any? No, we didn't find any. I just say it's just curious.
There's a lot of
there
things.
was time to move it too. I'm not saying anything this way or that way, but it's just curious that these things are happening,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then you find out like that, like Bush,
Mm-hmm.
he was kind of like a puppet. Like he didn't mean to be. It didn't sound like, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was just listening to his advisors that were giving him bad advice.
Yeah.
There were no weapons of mass destruction found. Possibly
That we know of.
That we know of course, and we don't know shit.
We
We don't
don't.
know shit. But
I was 18
yeah
when it happened. You
We
think
have
I was
friends
worried
that
about
were
that?
deployed and
Yeah, we
died,
do. We do.
And so it's just I'm not discrediting anyone who has served,
No.
and I'm not discrediting anyone who's lost someone. I'm not doing any of that.
Yeah, war is tough.
It's just I'm just questioning
What they've
the
put out.
holes in this thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that, yeah. I mean, honestly, I thought it was going to go down, like the buildings were going to fall differently. I thought it was going to
fall over.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone did.
Yeah.
And when it came down, I think everyone was like, that's odd.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's odd.
But I mean, maybe that was like a design feature to the building for it to be so large.
Some people said it
so
was.
Instead of it toppling over like you would see in like a kaiju movie, it just crumples.
Yeah, it was odd.
Yeah,
and I thought it was interesting. That's one of your intake. On
yeah, yeah.
Your take on it.
Hot take, not really hot.
Kind of for some people.
Yeah,
you know, sometimes this destroys
relationships.
Yeah,
not necessarily marriages. I would just say relationships.
Yeah, like friendships for sure. Yeah, because people feel very passionate about it. And look, if you know more information,
let us know. Hit us up in the comments.
Oh, dude, I want to talk about this too.
What's that?
Conspiracy.
Uh-oh. I mean, I already have my hat on.
Tinfoil. You're ready to go.
So let's go. What you got?
All right. So right now, eggs are super expensive, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're like what? Like $8 a dozen?
Sure.
Some places, right? Now, what do you pay for a dozen? About $8 a dozen, right?
Yeah. That's crazy. I remember back in the day, it was like 30 cents.
30 cents. God.
I'm just joking.
I don't remember that. Shit, dude. What, are you on a stagecoach? What's going on?
Yes, sir.
And so we saw all the prices jump because there was a shortage because of the bird flu or whatever. Right?
Yeah,
yeah. But I haven't seen a shortage on chickens
mm-hmm.
as far as like the price of chicken.
Right.
Like there's plenty of chicken.
Yeah,
and the argument could be maybe there are two types of chicken.
There are two types. Like some chickens.
I'm saying that.
Some chickens are made to make eggs, and other chickens are made to be food.
Isn't it fair to say that they still can affect each other?
I mean, I think they're two different farms, though. But they could probably affect. Yeah, it is, and then maybe they're able to like check the chicken meat before it actually comes to us before. But they can't do so with the eggs. You know what I mean?
Do you remember mad cow disease?
Yeah, I remember mad cow disease.
How crazy that was, man.
I mean, we've lived through a lot of crazy things.
Now we've got fungus that makes you to a zombie.
I mean, it's always been there.
And I'm not talking about the show The Last of Us.
No, yeah. It's always been there. Yeah, it's
been around for a while.
Like, yeah, the fungus that would take over ant bodies and like control them. Yeah, it's been here.
They have a hive brain.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It is.
Yeah. That's literally what The Last of Us is about.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like they read about it and was like,
let's make a video game.
Yeah. Let's make a video game.
It worked.
Yeah.
Season 2's coming out soon.
Yeah. April.
They just dropped the
trailer.
Saw you watching it.
I did. Yeah.
Not trying to share your screen with me.
I know. I wasn't, because I don't know if you've watched or if you want to watch it, because some people.
Why wouldn't I want to watch it?
Some people don't like spoilers, so they don't watch trailers. My wife doesn't like spoilers, so she doesn't watch the trailer, because we know a lot of times some of the best stuff in the movie is in the trailer, and it's like, why watch the movie when everything's right there in the trailer?
True. But I mean, I'm still gonna watch.
Yeah.
There's no way that's everything, right?
No, I mean, they're minute things that we can pick up on.
Do you remember the trailer for Starship Troopers?
Yes.
And they played "Woohoo" song by Blur.
Yeah,
and it wasn't
never
movie.
I was waiting the whole time.
So mad. I remember.
I mean, the movie was still fun though.
Oh, I love that movie.
But I was waiting the whole time. I was like, okay, here it comes, and it didn't come.
Oh, dude, if you're in that movie, are you going for Dizzy or Carmen? Carmen was Denise Richards.
Yeah. So.
Oh, whoa. Whoa.
I mean, whoa. I love Denise Richards. Like, I do. But there was something about Dizzy that was just like, that's my homegirl, you know?
She was a homegirl.
Like, yeah. So I was just like, I don't want to say any spoilers just in case that.
Spoilers? That movie came out 35 years ago.
But when she died, like.
What? I'm only on the first.
I was like, dang. But I was like, that only made.
Horribly, too.
Yeah, she did. But I was like, that only made the choice that much easier. Ooh, don't roast me in the comments, but do.
Dude, bro, man, what would you do in that scenario though? Like if you had to fight the arachnids,
Like
not the Dizzy. We know what you're gonna do.
yeah.
You going for Dizzy? Yeah.
If I had to fight arachnids,
Do you think?
I would hope that I would be in like more of a what's the movie with Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt? Yeah, Edge of Tomorrow, where they had the mechs.
Okay.
Or the mech suits to where like you can amplify your strength.
Well, I'm saying like you're in the scenario of Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
Like
I would
think you'd be a badass, or you think you dying quick?
No, I'd probably die. I mean,
Really?
you see those. I mean, yeah, the bugs come in like and just take over. But I mean, also we're the bad guys in this scenario. Like we went to that planet. We were trying to.
But they attacked us first, or did they?
No, we went to that planet. They didn't come to Earth.
No. But they launched meteors from Klandathu.
Yeah.
And then so we were like, we had to retaliate. It hit Buenos Aires.
I feel like.
Oh, did I watch this movie yesterday?
I mean, you're bringing it up, Rico. Maybe.
I know this movie too well. I think.
We watched it a lot.
I just want to kill some bugs.
I probably would die. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'd probably die by like just some randomness. I'd be on the squad with the.
You would do get shot in the head when he can turn his helmet. He goes,
Yeah.
I can't see shit, sir.
Yeah.
He goes, move your helmet. God.
Yeah.
So you're the reason why Rico got
No.
whipped.
I would be the guy that gets shot.
No, I know. You're the reason why Rico got whipped.
Yeah.
The former.
Mm-hmm.
I've not seen this movie too many times. It's a good fucking movie.
It is a good movie.
It's the same dude who did RoboCop.
Do you feel like it holds up to today's standards?
I can't say
cancel
that 'cause I saw
culture
it back then. Oh, cancel culture. Why would it be cancel? It was very welcoming.
I mean,
Men and women shower the same place. They were
Yeah.
saw as equals. Like, why would it be canceled?
I don't know. I mean, I'm just asking. Like, you've seen it recently. It seems like
No, I have.
But do you feel like it would, like some movies you're like, you can't, that wouldn't hold up today?
No, I think that movie's fine because the point of it is, people would be against it far as like the government.
Yeah.
and all.
Control.
It's very much like, what will you do?
Yeah.
It's very much in your face about military. But as far as how they look as men and women, we're all equal.
Mm-hmm.
We shower together, we fight together.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. There's just as many leads as women as men.
Yeah.
It's looked at as leaders and warriors.
Yeah.
So it's finding a common enemy, which is the arachnids.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it'd be received well.
Yeah.
So you haven't seen that movie. We'll watch it, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know if the graphics hold up, but
Yeah. I mean, the graphics. Well, I mean, they did a lot of practical.
they did.
So I feel like
I
the
think
graphics
that's up, right?
holds up pretty good. Like especially for like just the overall cinematography of the movie. I feel like it holds
That
up.
director, he does a lot of practical. He
Mhm.
did Total Recall.
Yeah.
He did
The first one.
the original.
Yes.
Yeah, the original. Not the Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
Is it Farrell?
For Farrell? Colin Farrell?
Farrell. I'm the opposite, right?
Yeah, you feel it. I feel like
I would do well.
I don't
but
think
I
you
might
would.
die.
You would. I think you would.
You think I would die?
I think you would die. Here's the reason why. I feel like you'd get so like into it that you wouldn't watch your six and your team. You would run out before your team got there.
No.
Yeah, I feel like you'd be that guy.
Listen, if I died, I would be the dude that died near the end.
Mm-hmm.
The friend who's like, who's on Walking Dead.
Mm-hmm.
They got the priest, the blind priest, because he was like, he knew he was injured. He's like, I'm gonna stay back, and he was like, you want some of this? How about you? You want some of this?
Click, 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 click.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I'm that guy. I'm not saying I survived till the end, but I'm gonna have my moment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have my moment where they're gonna know I'm the guy holding the bomb in the end and be like, fuck these bugs. I'm that guy. I'm not making it to the end.
I would probably have the power. Not gonna lie.
The power.
Yeah.
The brain power.
Yeah.
You're Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah. I'd probably be.
I think so. Now that is very hubris of you to think
Same.
that. You know what? I think I'm gonna be the chosen one. To
Yeah.
be psychic.
Yeah. I think I would.
You
I'm
went
just saying.
from the guy who's gonna
Die first,
immediately
yes.
to the hero.
Yes. Well, I don't think he was a hero.
He definitely is the hero.
He was.
He found the brain.
No. He
led
read the mind.
He led them.
Yeah.
He told them telepathically
Mhm.
where to find the brain.
Yeah.
Pull them out.
Yeah.
And he was in the he was the SS Nazi looking dude.
He was. It was
the
very
leader. He was it was very very
imperial.
uniforms, yeah.
Imperial.
Yes. Because Yeah, I can't believe that you went from one end to the other in like mid sentence. Yeah. But yeah, I think because my ability to go extremely violent would fare me well in that kind of scenario.
And my ability to read minds would fare me
Never mind. Okay. All right. Oh, let's move on. We just talked for like 30 minutes about conspiracies.
Yes.
Which is fine.
Which is,
It's on brand.
yes.
Oh, but chickens. There's something there. I don't know yet.
They're evil.
What? Okay. Am I the asshole for refusing to apologize to my mother-in-law after she found my OnlyFans? Dun, 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 dun.
Is it current OnlyFans? Like, are you still on OnlyFans? Is the question.
Does it matter?
Yeah, because I mean, if your wife doesn't know that you're on OnlyFans, like you are an OnlyFans like person, like that means that you're doing this stuff on OnlyFans. If your wife doesn't know about it, then your mother-in-law is definitely going to talk to her daughter about it.
Okay. Would you do OnlyFans?
No.
Okay.
You would.
No.
Would you subscribe to this
I
guy?
won't. I've tried. I got 0 people following.
Would you?
No, okay.
Producer, would you? No? See?
What if you only have to do like
Feet?
okay, yeah, okay.
No, what were you going to say?
No, I would say like just be in your underwear. Well, then.
Why?
There's a huge gay following for men on OnlyFans.
Okay.
And I did a picture of you, and it could make a lot of money. You can make a lot of money. Yes.
Really? A lot of money.
You can make 30 cents a day.
I mean, it adds up.
Passive income.
It adds up.
Passive income. How would you feel if your wife did it?
I would not want my wife to do it.
But what if she's like, it's my body?
No, it's my body.
Oh.
If we're married,
Whoa.
like that means that my body is yours and your body is mine.
So what if she wanted you to do it? Because her
Then
body.
I would dance with my wife.
Okay. All right. Let's see where we're going with this. It's not very long. So fast. So here's the deal. I, 28 female, have an OnlyFans. My husband, 30 male, knows. And he's cool with it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Then that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Done.
It's a big deal. That's your decision. Done? We're drowning in student loans.
Yeah.
And this brings real money. So we keep it hush-hush from our conservative family. Well, last week, my mother-in-law borrowed my husband's iPad to watch cooking videos and somehow found my OnlyFans. Because your husband's watching your OnlyFans.
He should be. He should be.
Yeah. He's like
supportive.
This is gonna sound wrong, but like your pimp.
Yeah.
Like you're a producer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
I guess he forgot to log out. She saw everything. She went ballistic, screaming, calling me a disgrace, threatening to tell everyone in my whole family, and demanding I shut it down immediately.
No.
I laughed and told her, my body, my choice.
Yeah.
You don't like it? Don't look.
Yep.
She turned purple, called me the downfall of the family, and now she's pursuing my husband to divorce me.
Okay.
The crazy part, my husband is on my side, which makes her even angrier.
Yeah.
Now she's refusing to talk to either one of us unless I apologize and delete my account. Not happening. Am I the asshole for refusing to bow down to her demands? Or is she just being dramatic, overbearing mother-in-law?
Yes. Overbearing mother-in-law. That's my hot take on it.
You know what you could argue if you're her and she's saying all this to you? You could say something really fucked up like, if your son was making enough money or helping enough,
no,
we wouldn't be in debt.
That's turning it on to her husband instead of like just saying this.
Why is he letting you talk to you? His mom talk to you this way?
No, I mean,
you should nip it in the bud.
He probably wasn't there. Because if he was there, then he would be like, Mom, don't touch my iPad.
So your husband's not present.
He was probably at work. He was at work.
His job is promoting your OnlyFans. That's his job, right?
So he was in the back room working, editing your footage for OnlyFans. And then you were up front entertaining your mother-in-law. Okay. She picks up the iPad without even asking and then proceeds to use it.
Snooping to your shit.
Yeah, because that's what it seems like this mother-in-law would do. But I mean, honestly, if your husband is cool with it,
you're both cool with it,
then
it's your life.
Yeah, because you'd have to sit there and have a conversation about it. And I'm sure that he's put in guidelines to say, I don't want you sleeping with other guys. I don't want you doing this and that as far as, when it pertains to your OnlyFans. And then she would live up to that, like maybe she, she'll DM people, but she doesn't like correspond like too far.
Dude, he probably is the one responding.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
Yeah.
If I was in this scenario, I'd be like, let me talk to these dudes because I know what they want to hear.
Yeah.
I know what they want to hear. Pay me $100 and I'll send you whatever.
Yeah,
dude. I don't know if it's real, but you see it online all the time. These people making a lot of money with feet pics and stuff like that, and you see feet, obviously.
Yeah. It's a weird fetish that like kind of is a meme nowadays.
Yeah, it's a meme.
Yeah,
but like to me, feet are gross.
Yeah, to you.
To me.
To you.
Well, you said that in a weird way.
I'm just saying. Other people have different tastes. I'm not a feet person. No, I'm not a feet person, but I'm not disgusted with feet. You know what I mean? Like
I don't even
I'll rub my wife's feet. Producer, would you rub your wife's feet? No. Oh,
even
I guess I'm the only one.
Your baby, and she's like, my feet hurt. Why?
Would you?
My feet are swollen. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're not like grossed out by feet. You're just not into it
I'm just a good husband, bro. Feet don't carry my baby. I'm gonna help out. I'm gonna push through that shit. I'm gonna throw up in the bathroom later. We both be throwing up morning sickness and me just, you're fucking feet. I'm not a feet person. I thought it was a gag. The first time I ever heard anyone talk about this was Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
Right? This is the 90s.
Yeah.
And I was like, I thought this was just a weird, I'm like, no, it's not real.
It's real.
Guys aren't into feet.
Listen, we talked about a topic last episode that I don't necessarily want to talk about, but
you're talking about the pee thing.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Like, people are weird.
Is it kind to say weird?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Because it's not normal. It's weird.
Hey, whoa, let's normalize not being normal, huh? How about that?
What? Huh?
I'm just saying, okay, so if someone wanted to buy your socks for $300.
Here, take it.
Because I've seen videos on TikTok where like a girl, is like, this guy's asking me to buy my socks to scream from the gym. And it was this dude. He was a dude. He's like an older, out of shape guy. And he was this younger girl. And he's like, for real, it looked real. He was paying her like $100 for his socks. Yeah. And he's like, see you next week. And she's like, no. I'm saying no, dude.
Yeah. Like I would like in scenarios like that, I would make sure that like I was scrubbed from the internet. Like I don't want people finding out where I live and stuff like that because people are crazy.
Oh, you mean like stalkers?
Yes. Yeah. So like, Selena, the singer.
Yeah.
Not Selena Gomez, but like
Selena.
Yeah.
From 90s.
Yeah. So like she was killed by a stalker, which turned out to be
a stalker, but she worked.
Her
fan club.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's like that's what I'm saying. Like people get crazy.
I think she was stealing money and she got caught.
She was stealing money and she did get caught, but she was also stalking her too. Mm-hmm. So it's just all people are crazy.
I mean, the president of your fan club is kind of a person who is at least mildly obsessed with you or persona, at least, right?
Yeah, can be.
You want to be that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. If you are obsessed with a celebrity, do you just do it from the comfort of your home?
Yeah. Don't endanger people.
Yeah. Don't kill them.
Yeah. Hot take. Don't kill people.
That's not a hot take, is it? I mean, it is. I don't know.
But yeah, I mean, to talk to the am I overreacting? I don't think she's overreacting. I think your mother-in-law is overreacting. And I mean, she needs to respect, like, she's not paying your bills.
Yeah, that's a big thing. You're not paying my bills. Like, I'm drowning in debt.
And student loans.
Yeah.
So you're trying to do, I mean, that's why like doctors and stuff would back in the 90s, you would hear a doctor is a stripper because they're trying to pay off their student loans. Mm-hmm. And they would do it for a while. They don't have to like sleep with people. They're just showing their body. I mean, if people want to pay for my socks, here, you can buy my socks. I mean, if you want to, just, write in the comments and I'll take your money.
He will take your money.
But I'm not like, it's not something that I'm like into.
Yeah, you're not promoting. Well, you kind of just did, but you're not judging people who do
No.
it. If both parties, meaning husband and wife, or husband and husband, or wife and wife, whatever, whoever you're with, if they are cool with it, then who am I to say what's cool?
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, if you're an adult, like over the age of 18, you're making your own decisions for your own life. So, as long as you think about it clearly, do your research and make sure you're doing everything safe, then you're good to go.
You know what, dude? You said you're both adults, but you know what? We talked about this like a couple weeks ago about age and the differences, right?
Yeah.
There are some men, I would say men, but there's some men out there who take advantage of younger women.
Yes.
And like, say a guy like me, I'm in my 40s, and say I meet an 18-year-old, right? And I'm like, yeah, you should do OnlyFans. You should do the money. And like, that's totally manipulating the situation.
Yeah, 100%.
You are an adult though.
Yeah,
right?
you are.
So that's, because in the porn industry, and I'm not saying they're the same, but they're both in the industry, the space, right? A lot of women get taken advantage of when they're 18 because they don't have a lot of options. Or maybe they do have a lot of options, but they know like men will pay a lot of money to see something.
Well,
right?
I mean,
to do something.
There are predators.
Yeah.
And the predators don't necessarily mean that, they're just some random person. They could be a manager. I mean, look at all the pop singers. Their managers were predators, took advantage of these younger children.
Like a Harvey Weinstein situation.
Yeah, yeah. Just taking advantage of all these younger people trying to make their life, make something of themselves. And then, things happen and here we are.
I mean, you know what would suck if you did like an OnlyFans and didn't make any money?
Are we back on you?
Listen. Yeah. No, because like
does Katie know about this?
Can you imagine who you told me to do it? No, okay. Can you imagine doing something like that?
Yeah.
And like really putting yourself out
It would be
literally.
Yeah, it'd be a confidence destroyer.
Because that happens all the time. Because I originally heard from OnlyFans in COVID, right? 20, right? I think I've talked about this on the show.
I don't know if we talked about OnlyFans on the show. Well, I don't think you've talked to me about it.
Yeah.
On the show. We've had side conversations about it.
Yeah. So I just feel like at that time, it was kind of a new thing.
Yeah.
And so people made a lot of money. And then it got oversaturated.
Right. Much like YouTube and
anything else.
Yeah, anything else.
So I just feel bad for these men and women, particularly women, who are thinking like, you know what, I'm going to make $100,000 a month, a year, whatever they're trying to make.
Right.
And no one is subscribing because they can't, I don't get out there.
Yeah, I mean, you're just not in.
That's embarrassing.
You're not being promoted in the right spaces to find a following.
And I feel like, wouldn't people be able to just steal your information, just put it on like other sites?
Yeah, I mean, especially now, like with AI.
I don't know how that works.
Like,
yeah,
I feel like they could easily
just like deepfake you.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, but yeah, I mean, I don't know what. I mean, I don't know much about OnlyFans besides what we've talked about.
You point at me like, I don't know only what you're saying.
This guy.
That set me up, dude.
But I'm sure they have like stuff in their algorithm to where you can't like screen grab or screen
maybe
record.
Like I don't know.
I know like Netflix and stuff tries to do stuff like
they flag you post something that's copyrighted, right?
Well, yeah, I mean that
I don't know how that works in that industry.
Yeah, I don't know either, especially with
because like if you're a guy who's looking for free porn, do you care if it's stolen?
Yeah,
you're not looking at that, right?
Yeah,
you're just like, whatever, I want to see what I want to see.
Oh, there it is.
I want this guy peeing his wife's like.
Well, no, let's not do that.
Was it yogurt? What was it?
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for forcing a woman to return the bag of cans she stole out of the back of my truck?
No.
Well, she stole from you.
Yeah.
So you're not the asshole. She stole from you, right?
Unless you know this woman.
Oh, possibly.
But even still, if she stole something and she got caught.
She got caught.
Yeah.
She shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah. Stealing is bad.
Yes. I was out yesterday running errands and I had a really big transparent bag of cans I was going to take to the bottle drop in the bed of my truck. Okay, I guess he's like recycling them. That's his plan. Okay. So there are like used cans.
Right.
I stopped to get lunch first at a place with a sub and way in his name. Like, why don't he just say Subway? That's a weird thing to do.
Yeah.
Whatever. You went to Subway, bro.
Yeah.
I went to Subway, and when I came out, the bag of cans was gone.
Mm-hmm.
So I drove towards the bottle drop, and sure enough, I saw a woman heading that way, lugging a bag of cans on the sidewalk. I pulled over, and she clearly recognized my truck. I accused her of stealing the cans from my truck. She denied it until I said I was going to call the police. And in the restaurant I was at likely caught her theft on CCTV.
Mm-hmm.
The restaurant, Subway, bro. Just say it. You're at Subway.
Yes.
I don't know why you're so.
I don't. Yeah.
I don't know why you're making it so
okay.
weird. It's Subway. Everyone eats Subway every now and then.
It's okay, bro.
So she could either admit that she stole it from me and return the cans, or I would call the cops. She got angry. She told me that money was tight right now. Dude, I'm like, that's why I'm doing this.
Yeah,
Money's tight right now.
That doesn't mean that you should steal.
You know? And it was just a bag of cans. I told her that she didn't get to steal from me and play the victim. So it was either return the bag or call the police. She tried to say the cops wouldn't give a damn about a bag of cans.
I mean, they really
so I told her, what's up?
They really wouldn't, but
yeah, that's true.
They would at least make a presence and say
They would have to do something, but they'd be mad about it.
Yeah. They would. Yeah.
They're like, you're not going to press charges for these cans, man. This is
Yeah.
like 30 cents, man.
Yeah.
So I told her we should find out.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, calling her on her bluff, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was about to start dialing when she dropped the bag and told me to go fuck myself. It said F myself, but I wanted to use a bad word.
Because he said sub and way.
Yes, he's annoying me the way he's writing this. The whole time he's annoying me. She walked away. You steal this motherfucker's cans.
Yeah.
Fuck this guy's cans. She walked away ranting and saying, I have no sympathy.
Mm-hmm.
I told my friends about this later,
Mm-hmm.
and one of their girlfriends actually went off on me.
Mm-hmm.
She went on a rant about how I didn't know what kind of situation that woman might have been in,
Mm-hmm.
and she could have been homeless or, for all I knew, worse off.
Mm-hmm.
So I should have just let her have the damn cans.
Mm-hmm.
We had a big argument, and she left furious.
Okay.
I was pretty sure I was in the right before, but not anymore. Am I the asshole for forcing that woman to return the bag of cans she stole from me? Edit.
No.
For the record, the bag had over $30 worth of cans in it.
Okay.
It was a really big bag.
Yeah.
Edit 2. It was a huge transparent bag made from covering of a mattress. So it's a lot of cans. He's just saying, like, hey man, it's a lot of cans, man.
I mean,
You're not the asshole, man.
I don't feel like he is.
No, you're not the asshole.
Like she stole from you, and you found her. Like to give her the cans would just be like rewarding her for stealing from you.
Or you're reinforcing the idea that it's okay to do that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean,
It's not okay to take anything from anybody.
no.
No matter what their situation.
Right.
You know?
It's not like you're stealing from a big corporation. You're stealing from an individual.
A person.
Yeah.
You know?
You don't know their life just as much as they don't know your life. So just because you feel that you're worse off doesn't mean that they're not in a worse or same situation as you.
Exactly. Because we don't know why he was doing this to these kids. Because I think if you're doing this, you're either caring a lot about the environment,
right?
Or you could use the extra cash.
Yeah, exactly.
Either way, she took that from you.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? She took that.
She's in the wrong.
No, she's in the wrong. 100%.
Yeah.
And 4,900 people agree with us.
Yeah.
And this was posted like not long ago.
I think the friend that's a girl, just like the sub that's the way. I think she probably was thinking too one-sided on the matter. Like she wasn't thinking about like where you were coming from versus where she was coming from. She was just thinking about where she was.
Bro, you drive a $300,000 car.
$300,000 truck.
Yeah. You drive maybe my point is maybe he's really rich and he's well off and he doesn't need it. And why?
No. But see, again,
but you're saying the principle matters.
Yeah. Just because he doesn't need it, it's something that he's doing. Like he took the time to put those cans, to collect those cans and put them in a bag and to take the time to go drop it at the bottle drop. Like he's doing this. You can't take it away.
I mean, he actually had crushed these cans before because it maybe fit that amount of cans. $30 worth is a lot.
It's a lot. I mean,
it's a fake story.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, okay, she could have had like a wheelbarrow in his wheel.
Nah, she didn't have a wheelbarrow. She just grabbed the kid. She was dragging it down the street.
He could be lying about the size of the bag too.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been like
It could have been
$3.
a small grocery bag.
Yeah,
$30 worth of can.
No,
it's a lot. No, I know it's a lot.
Kid and it was like it'd be like bags and it'd be like $7.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you got $30 out of it, but
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It had to be crushed already, which would be really heavy.
Yeah.
So I don't know why we're dissecting this guy's story, but we are
because
we
it's
don't
fake.
You're the asshole.
It's fake.
You're
But
the asshole.
even
you can't say Subway, bitch. Sub and Way, the restaurant I was at. Fuck
yeah.
this guy.
Yeah. I mean, that was a choice of words. I don't know why he didn't just say it. I mean, either say it or don't say it. Just say I went to
I
a
was at a
sub
restaurant.
bar.
You
Yeah.
know? Like Sub and Way. And
Yeah.
I don't
And
know
then
why I'm on that, but I am.
it is kind of a weird, like it's the second sentence in or
Yeah, it
third
is. It
sentence,
is.
and then this
I'm
is
not
something.
bashing it that way in any way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah.
Why? I like that all of us agree this guy's been a dick. The way he wrote Sub and Way.
You're fine with getting your cans back, but your grammar sucks, dude. You need to work on that.
Maybe he's embarrassed because of Jared. You know, and he's like, I don't want to
I mean,
associate myself.
then
with this.
don't say the word at all. Just
I agree.
I got a sandwich. I stopped to get a sandwich. Period.
I ate pizza at a place with Pizza and Hut, but I don't want to name anything.
Yeah, that's a little bit much.
Yeah, you are not the asshole, but you might be an asshole.
Yeah, sub and way.
Yeah,
Sub and way.
we are agreeing with you, but we don't like you.
Yeah,
That's just that's how I feel about it.
it's how we feel about it. The three of us.
Do you remember how popular Subway was, though?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was
crazy.
huge. It was
And
huge.
now I feel like it is not that.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, there's nothing. At the time, it was like, oh, $5 subs. You can get a foot long for $5.
What do you think is where would you love to travel? Like the place you haven't been to?
I mean, I haven't been to Japan.
Yeah, but is that the place?
No, honestly, I want to go to where the people are. Yeah. No. I think
No, he was doing Little Mermaid.
I was doing Little Mermaid, but I mean, Cheers is still good too. Where I want to go.
These very relevant pop culture references.
Yes. Yes. It just shows how old we are. No, they're bringing back Frasier though.
Bringing it back?
Yeah, they're bringing it back.
I guess Kelsey Grammer needed the money or something.
I don't know. I mean,
I never liked Frasier.
I wasn't a big Frasier fan. I mean, Cheers, I was a big fan.
Oh, I love Cheers.
But wasn't big on Frasier. A lot of people were. But anyway, I don't know. I just want to travel. Like, I want to go to
name one place.
Japan, China.
Lame. No,
I want to go to China.
China.
I don't know.
Mainland.
I just want to travel. I want to. I honestly, I want to see the Great Wall. I want to see. I want to go to Japan because the culture.
Funny thing about the Great Wall. Why is it facing the other way?
Facing which other
It's
way?
like they're trying to keep something in. The
Oh,
whole time you feel
Kaijus?
like they're trying to keep something out, but the walls face the other way.
I don't
What
know.
were they keeping?
How do you know which way is the
No, this
facing?
brings up another conspiracy theory about
I
Tartaria.
never took my hat off.
I know, and that's why I'm talking. Tartaria, ancient civilization that controlled the world at one point.
Mm-hmm.
You look at our big state capitals, the way they're shaped.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're shaped like they don't belong here. World's Fair.
Uh-huh.
These giant places made these monolithic structures
Uh-huh,
and
uh-huh.
turned down overnight almost.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It seems like someone's hiding something.
What are they hiding?
An ancient civilization that used to rule us.
Like aliens? Like space aliens?
Just another advanced human. You know,
Mutants?
no. Tartaria. They're almost like Mongolians, right?
So you're saying Mongolia is the master race?
No, I'd say they were the controlling race at one point. I mean, look at Genghis Khan. They controlled the world that we knew of,
I mean,
but I think they control
so
a
did
lot more.
Alexander the Great.
Yeah. Okay. What's your point? on that?
I'm just saying, like, I don't know why you feel like Mongolia is that much better than.
I don't. I'm just saying, if you don't know the myth Tartaria, Tartaria.
He's looking it up.
Well, I think I'm actually Tartarian.
Oh, here we go.
No,
I was hubris for saying that I was the mentalist, but here we are. He's the great world provider.
no, not me. I just descendant. Oh,
Oh, descendant.
man.
You Hercules?
You were saying that it's like if someone's like, "Hey, I might be related to Jesus," you're just like, "I am Jesus."
No, that's what you're saying.
No, it's not.
That's what you're saying.
No, you're being an asshole. You're the asshole here. Yeah, we don't talk about it. Because that's a whole hour segment, and
Sure.
no, I'm gonna do a separate podcast as me talking to a wall.
All right, doors open.
I'm not gonna record it.
When it's closed, podcast.
Doors closed.
It's just you in the closet.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Okay, well, I think we're going off the rails a little too much there with your totalitarian comment. You brought it up with the Great Wall of China. Obviously,
I mean,
to bring up
those
things.
I was just saying where I want to go, what I want to see.
Well, you didn't even ask him where he wanted to go.
Because you went all Tartarian on me.
That's where I want to go.
Targaryen? Went all
Targaryen.
Targaryen on it.
Oh no, man!
But no, where do you want to go?
China to the Great Wall. No, I mean honestly, Japan probably.
Yeah,
Japan be great. Yeah, we'll plan a boys trip. We gotta talk about air about this. Okay.
Well, I mean, we have to because now my wife knows that we're planning a boys trip. Because I
invited.
Oh, I'm not invited.
That was joking. He's invited.
No,
It's his idea.
We went to Colombia without me, guys.
Not without you. You knew about it.
I knew about it, but they went without me.
You chose. You made that choice. Okay. Well, I think that's our time.
Yeah.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Anthony.
And this is
Doors Open.